Well, windows broken and businesses looted in the Twin Cities last night. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Sheehan. New numbers from Bloomington police show more than 15 people were arrested in the violence. Kohl's at Eastland Mall in Bloomington, one of the main stores, hit. Windows smashed after cars of people gathered in the parking lot and then rushed the store. Bloomington Mayor TARI RENNER says he came to the scene to ask people what was wrong. He claims someone pushed him to the ground and attempted to punch him in the face before they ran.
He made it clear that in Bloomington, you are not going to loot and pillage our community and get away with it. And the police officers made sure you couldn't even get into the parking lot at Best Buy, for example. They had that place locked down.
Mayor Renner says City Council is discussing a curfew. He does not think it's necessary to call in the National Guard yet. And in Peoria law enforcement sifting through various emotions as crews combat violence and targeted aggressions at area businesses. The past 2 nights, city and county officers on edge watching as a caravan of looters treks across the city. Peoria County Sheriff pleading with those opting for force to rethink their motives.
Circumstances will dictate tactic, and that's the best way. We're just going to continue to do our job. Still, you know, the priorities under this administration is legitimacy, is having that relationship with the community, and we're not going to.
Sheriff ASBELL continuing on to say violators will be prosecuted. With more people in the county jail, he says their COVID-19 sanitary protocols are also a top priority. Today, a coalition of community groups in Central Illinois called on city leaders to follow up on promises made yesterday. The groups, including the Minority Academic Advancement Project, Change Peoria, the Peoria Peace and Nonviolence Leadership Institute, and others, saying, quote, far too often, members of the black community have engaged in this dialogue only to find platitudes and empty promises. Today, the groups asked city leaders to release all complaints registered against any of the Peoria police officers involved in police-involved deaths. And a Peoria business owner speaks up after being targeted in Sunday night's violence and vandalism. Vandals allegedly set 2 cars on fire at Peoria Motors on Prospect. Owner David Norman says the whole incident was caught on camera. He explains how criminals caused the damage to the vehicles.
It appears they poured gasoline on the 2 cars and lit them on fire, and the front ends of the 2 vehicles are kind of melted. It's pretty crazy to see, actually.
Norman says the value of the loss is more than $5,000. The Salvation Army of Peoria gathered a group to walk the streets and pray for peace. Crews started at the Salvation Army on Nebraska and looped around the neighborhood. People had homemade signs, each with different messages on them. Major Jesse Collins says he is happy with the amount of support pouring in from the community. Collins explains the purpose of the prayer walk.
We'll be having different prayers as we walk. We'll stop at places and have prayer times. But mostly it's just a walk to pray through our neighborhoods and do some work to bring God back into our neighborhoods.
Over 20 people turned out for the walk. And allies of the Black Lives Matter movement taking to social media today in a simple yet powerful way, posting stark black photos with a singular hashtag. While these posts may be well-intended, several activists and influencers say only use the singular Blackout Tuesday hashtag and leave off the Black Lives Matter hashtag.
Black Lives Matter, that hashtag, we need to make sure that that stays open for like the news, so that we're aware of what's going on right now. We're trying to stay informed so that we have, you know, fire for our protests. We have to know what's going on.
Some widely shared posts about the day encourage people to refrain from self-promotion, instead urging people to use their presence on various platforms to uplift members of the black community instead. Farmers just can't catch a break. Just when it looks like there's a trade deal with China, the coronavirus hits, restaurants close, and crop prices crash. Now, just as states begin to reopen after the peak of the virus, the U.S. and China are once again on the verge of a trade war, this time over China's role in the spread of the virus. Our D.C. correspondent Anna Warnicki reports on where things stand for farmers and what happens next.